These are all the pointy bits that I used in the 3 previous videos where I make and test a chuck backstop. And like I promised before, I am now going to have a look at these through the digital inspection microscope. I also threw in this 16mm drill bit. It wasn't cutting so fine, so I will have a look at that one as well. Let's start with the right hand tool bit. After all, it did most of the work. This is the insert that I used for most of the backstop turning. You can see there's a bit of damage on the pointy bit, but it is still cutting fine. The damage on the chip breaker, that's kind of new for me. And this insert was breaking the chips pretty good. There were no long and stringy chips. For me, this was one of the better inserts I have used so far. Better than those blue nano inserts. But the yellow coating is pretty loose. Check this out. There is not that much force needed to rub off the yellow paint. Although coating might not be that important on Chinese inserts on these low speed lathes. These here are 2 brand new inserts. This one is the same as I used for the backstop, and this is a blue nano one, and you can clearly see that the blue nano one isn't as sharp. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that blue stuff also comes off just as easy as that yellow stuff. Interesting. Let's move on. This is the left hand tool bit that I also used, and this is the insert that was originally in there and that I tried for just a second. And as you can see, it has a bit of damage on the tip. Let's check the side. Look at that. That has been severely rubbing against something. I don't know what. But this insert I didn't use. I just switched the insert from the right hand tool to the left hand tool, and later on back again. This one here, it also has yellow paint that is sitting pretty loose. This one I used on the Chinese lathe only for a short while. This side is still okay, but the other side, it was still cutting, but I could feel it was on its way out. I think these DCMT inserts are not as good as the ones that I used in a previous video, where I tested a blue nano insert against a golden insert. But the pattern on this insert is also not the pattern that is shown on the Banggood website. It looked on the website much fancier, and I was curious if that would work better than these regular patterns. And last but not least, the boring bar that I used to enlarge the hole in the washers. It seems to have a little bit of damage near the tip of the insert. There. And let's see how good this paintwork is. It also comes off rather easily, but it might be a little bit better. Well, this one I also didn't use a lot, so it can go for another round. So the boring bar insert also had a little bit of damage on the side. And here in this shot you can see that the blue nano insert isn't as sharp. It looks rather dull. It might be better for roughing, but so far I haven't had the greatest success with these blue nano inserts. Yeah, well, as expected, the blue paint rubs off easy. I guess that's it, although I do have that drill bit left. I had a long and hard look at the 16mm drill bit, and I think I know what's wrong here. I tried to regrind this drill bit, but I couldn't get it done on the bench grinder, so I set it up on the lathe and used an air die grinder to reshape the pointy bit. And after that I took it back to the bench grinder and ground some relief, but I think I didn't remove enough material, and if, you can probably see that here. Well, I think you can see that here. And on this side it looks like I took a bit too much off on the corner. It still is very sharp, but yeah, that looks like a bit too much. And if this wasn't relieved properly, that might explain the drilling problems I had. Although, to be honest, I also forgot to phase off the washer before I started drilling, so that might also have an effect. Alright, that's it. I had enough. It's bedtime. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.